So, I wanted to show you where I've spent lots of my time during this pregnancy right here. And that's this place right here. Hey friends, it's your girl, Therapeutic Mama here. And today we're going to continue our conversation about being pregnant with number 4. Today is all about morning sickness. I had a little bit of morning sickness with my first daughter, Ina. And that's how I'm almost positive that this baby is a girl. And in doing a little bit of research, I actually found out that there's a hormone when we are carrying a girl called chorionic gonadotropin, something like that. That's a hormone that we produce more of when we're carrying a baby girl. So what I would also like to talk about is the idea that morning sickness is called morning sickness. I would call it all day sickness. I would even call it more evening sickness for me, because I actually woke up in the morning and I felt great. I felt like that was the one time of day that I wasn't sick. And as the day progressed, as I got more and more tired, I started to feel worse and worse and worse. And my morning sickness was evening sickness. So one of the things that I started doing that made my morning sickness, I will call it evening sickness for myself, much better, is I started doing magnesium foot baths. And I did read that a lack of magnesium is one thing that also causes morning sickness. And magnesium is best absorbed through the skin. When we eat magnesium and it goes through our digestive system, we don't absorb it as well. But when we put it in a foot bath, we have magnesium salts here at our house, 2 or 3 spoonfuls of magnesium salt into a bucket of water, of warm to hot water, soaking our feet in that water for 20 minutes, amazing. And it also takes a little bit of the stress off of our day. Another thing that they say causes morning sickness, and I know for myself, is a lot of stress. When we release the stress hormone, which is cortisol, that also causes our body to react. And when our body reacts to that cortisol, we feel this sense of morning sickness, a sense of nausea. So by reducing our stress, which if we have to go to work, less we allow other people's stress and other people's anxiety to bother us, the safer we will be and the better we will feel. Also, going to bed early for me was key. It was so important because when I was well rested, I felt much less stressed the next day when I woke up. I felt much lighter. Sometimes I had to work late when I had to film something, and I do remember being on this game show at 10:30, finishing up the game show, and I was like, not feeling so well. So going to bed early, having a nice magnesium bath, just keeping our stress nice and low and keeping ourselves energized and away from negative energy, I think is a really great idea at the beginning of our pregnancy to keep our morning sickness to a minimum. Another reason why they say that we have morning sickness is so that we avoid foods. So if we notice that we're looking at something or energetically we're touching something and we're like, no, that's not for me, we should listen to that. Now, if we have a clean body and we've done lots of detoxing, we can trust our cravings, because sometimes we'll crave something salty, or lots of people crave pickles when they're pregnant. It's that healthy bacteria, it's that good salt. If you're craving lots of sugars, lots of sweet things, I would say find the sweet that you're craving, like a chocolate ice cream, and make a healthy version of that. Because never will a chocolate milkshake help you in your pregnancy, but a good chocolate milkshake made at home with some nut milk and some organic cacao and some bananas, that will help you. So be aware of these cravings that we have, like, ooh, I really want this because it will help my morning sickness. Okay, whatever it is that's super sweet and super like something that you know better, make it for yourself. That's what I always do, because I do have lots of cravings. I have things that I want, and I'm like, how can I make this healthy? Now, I wanted to show you a drink that I made for myself, which was a morning sickness drink, and it really helped me. Lemonade, somehow lemons are very alkalizing for the body, and it really helped me. We have ginger, that really helped me. Ginger, anytime I would drink a ginger tea, excellent. I felt so much better. So I'm gonna make a little lemonade, a little ginger lemonade for you, and see how you feel after you drink it 2 or 3 times a day for about a week, and watch your morning sickness go down the tube. And then don't forget about your magnesium baths, okay? Let's go downstairs. Looks a little weird because it's brown, but I used a little bit of my morning tea that I had this morning, stinging nettle, which also helps. But you can use water. You can just use water. This was ginger, lemon, lime, and if you have bio lemons and limes, you can leave the skin on. I use xylitol, a little bit of Himalayan salt, and it's great. I would say one thing that helped me was staying away from really sweet things like high sugar, especially in the United States, high fructose corn syrup, or hard sugar items, things that make our blood sugar spike up, because what happens when it comes down, we have a really heavy low, and in that low is when we can start to feel nauseous. So we want to keep our blood sugar even. That's a good lesson to have, and a good approach to have. It's just a nice and even blood sugar level, and this saved my life. I would drink this 2 or 3 times a day, and I felt so much better afterwards. So I really recommend this. Very alkalizing for the body, and something about ginger and lemon mixed together that helps stabilize and minimalize my morning sickness. Oh, it's a beautiful day here. I'm so grateful, and I feel like my morning sickness, I already said it in the video, my morning sickness helped me find gratitude for a day that I wake up and go to bed without feeling like absolute crap. So there is something wonderful about feeling like crap, because then when you don't feel like crap, you're so grateful for just the feeling of being alive and not wanting to puke. Therapeutic Mama here. Let's keep going with our pregnancy videos. This is a whole video about morning sickness, about how we can take care of it, and keep looking up recipes. Find other recipes for morning sickness. Leave comments below, and I'll keep making some healthy recipes for us, so that when we have cravings, we can eat something healthy instead of something that's going to take us to the moon and then down to hell. I'll see you soon. Therapeutic Mama. Bye bye. Bye bye.